Hi everybody. Today we are going to understand how output works in PowerShell. These are crucial fundamentals for writing effective scripts and CMD-lets. In PowerShell, there are multiple ways to produce output, and knowing the differences between them helps in controlling the flow of data and messages in your scripts. Here's a detailed explanation of the difference between outputting to the pipeline, using write output, and writing directly to the console, using write host, as well as how they interact with other output streams. Write output sends objects to the output stream, also known as the success pipeline. This is the primary way to output data from functions or scripts so that it can be further processed, piped into other commands, or placed into a variable. And write host sends text directly to the console display host. It's used primarily for displaying messages to the user that are not intended to be part of the data output of a script. In simple words, when you execute some command, make comparisons, or do calculations, it will probably return an output. And if you don't assign this output to a variable, PowerShell, by default, will write the output to the console. It looks similar to a write host that writes in a console, but they are totally different because the write host doesn't return any output but just writes a message to the console. Just for example, I'm executing write host and write output. The console output looks similar, but if you remember what I said, it makes sense. Any output that wasn't assigned will be written in the console. As you see, the variable that should keep the output of write host doesn't contain anything. This is cause write host didn't give any output. It simply wrote the message in the console. So if you need the output, you should keep it in a variable. If you are writing a function, this may be your way of outputting results. Possibly, as beginners, you will have situations when you generate some extra unwanted output. For that, you can use the pipeline and redirect output to null. Let's see another example of console outputs and real data output. I will show a more complex examples, but this will help you to get a clear understanding of PowerShell behavior. For example, we'll make a loop for an array of 20 numbers, and each number that can be divided by 3 without giving a fractional number will match our condition. As you can see, each matching condition should give an output. If we are not assigning this output, it will be seen as console output. At the moment when we assign the output to a variable, the console output changes because all actual outputs are now assigned to the variable. Of course, we can take the output of the particular script block of 4 each, and place its output to a variable, available as option 2. But of course, if you need to collect the numbers that do not match the condition 2, this is not an option. Think about the script block in the same way it was a function. Like you are executing a function, and its output returns to your variable. As usual, thank you for watching. If you liked this video or it helped you, please don't forget to give me a like. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to comment on this video for more information.